everybody, so today I'm going to be teaching you another hairdo, and this one is the reverse fishtail side braid. I really love this one. I wear it all the time. I've been wearing it all the time recently, and I really love it. It's so fun and summery, and everything about it's just really fun. So this hairdo, what's nice about it is you can dress it up to go out to, you know, a special night or to go to church, and I'll show you how to do that, and then I'm also going to show you how to do it if you're just going to be at home. My hair's already kind of wavy because I've had my hair in it for the past couple days, and like yesterday, I wore it yesterday, and then we went swimming, so it's kind of stayed like that, which I do like because it will help in the braid. So if your hair is slightly wavy, that's great. If your hair is curly, obviously you just want to make sure there's no tangles or anything, but if you have layers, I will show you how to tame those down, especially on the side, since it is a side braid. And let's get started. Okay, the first thing you're going to want to do is make sure your hair is parted how you want it. I like to part my hair straight down the middle, only because I found when I bring my hair over to the side I'm going to do it on, if my hair is parted, I like to most of the time I part my hair over to the far right, and so I don't if I bring it around, then it will mess it up. So I just part it down the middle for this kind of braid. And so then just, brush through and then bring it around to the side that you're going to be doing the braid on. And it's pretty important that you brush on the top of your head here, so that way it's not all bumpy when you go to do the braid. Okay, so once you've got your hair all over on one side, you're going to take it all, make sure there's none behind, and then split it into 2 equal sections. Okay? And so my first section is going to be a little bit shorter because my first section is all the hair that I pulled over from this side of my head. So what you're going to do is take the outermost piece, a tiny piece, about so big, from your first section, and I always do my first section from the side closest to my head, and you're going to bring it behind that chunk of hair, okay, and then add it into this section. And then you're going to hold this with 2 hands. And you're going to take a section from the outermost of this side, and it's pretty important that it's nice and smooth or it will bump up. And again, you're going to bring it around from the back into this section. And now is the time to tame down if it bumped up, because you will not be able to fix it later. I mean, you could fix it with bobby pins, but it kind of messes up the look a little bit. So just get it how you want it, and then repeat. So take a small section, cross it over from the back. And the reason why this is the reverse is because on a normal fishtail, you would take the strands and bring it over, and that worked pretty well. I found that this works way better for side braids, because when you're going around from the back, especially when you first start this braid, it really helps hold all your hair in, and if you have layers, you want to do this kind of fishtail because it will hold your hair much better. Okay, so again, a section, and I'm taking fairly large chunks, maybe, I don't know, an inch or so, well, not that much, maybe a ½ inch of hair, and bringing it over. And I do like this because it helps kind of with the messy look of this braid. If I wanted it to be really tight and uniform all the way down, I would be going super slow and matching up each of the individual chunks, and honestly I just don't have time for that, so I just try to keep them all, fairly the same size, but it's okay if they're a little mixed up, because I do like that look. Okay, and so depending on how long your hair is, obviously my hair is, medium length, so it doesn't take me too long. If your hair is super duper long, you probably will want to take larger chunks, just because it could take you a very long time to do this. And then again, you can decide where you want to stop it. I'm going to go pretty close to the end, because I think it helps when I'm bringing it all together. Okay, so I'm almost done. That probably took about 3 minutes or so. Okay, and then I've got my hair elastic. I like to use fun elastics. Some people prefer ones that blend in with your hair, or, you know, but this is like a fun brown and white zebra kind of looking elastic, and I like it. I think they're fun, but that's just my personal preference. So if you don't want to use one that matches your hair color, or I mean, if you want to use one that matches your hair color, by all means, go ahead and do that. This is just optional, really. I mean, of course you want to secure it off, but it's optional what kind you want to use. Okay, now here is the different ways to dress it up and dress it down. If you were looking forward to this part and you want to know how to do reverse fishtail, this is the part you need to know. Okay, to dress it up, you could use a hair bow, and there's a couple different ways you can put it in your hair. Number one is just stick it there, which is really elegant and very pretty, you know, depending on what flower you're going to use. This, I love this look for something formal. So that's one way to use the bow. Another way would be to clip it on the other side, and on the other side by your ear, and this also helps holding in hair if you have layers. So you would just take it and clip it by your ear, which is again very pretty, because then when you're turning your head, it kind of adds something to the other side, which again is very pretty. So that's another way, and especially if you have layers, I would recommend doing it this way, because it will help hold in all your hair from this side. And then the final way is just to clip it right at the beginning of your braid. So it just helps it flow all the way down. So those are 3 ways you could use a hair bow or a flower. I would recommend using a flower. Just, I think it, because this look is so summery, you know, flowers just kind of help tie it all in. Another way is just to use a simple headband, and some people put it in like that. I don't necessarily like that, because then you have this little flap of hair, and you want that to be over your ear. So the way I normally do it is I just stick it in and into my ear. But I don't know if you can tell, it's kind of a dark headband, but I left all of this loose flowing hair that's going into the braid in front of my ear, and so then that way it will all just flow. And of course you could use whatever color headband you want. I just picked a black one for today, but you could use some big ones, or one with flowers, or here's another trick, you could do that and then still add the bow, you know, however you want, and so then it really does it up. And those are just a few ways you could do it. I have seen some other things where, like, you could, if you have little twist and pearls, which I do have, but I didn't think about bringing them downstairs, you could just twist those into the braid, or different ways like that. And now here's the way to make it kind of an everyday, messy, fun look, and I do this a lot when I'm doing it for myself just at home. You can see the braid here is fairly uniform. I mean, even though I did use different sizes of chunks of hair. To make it more messy, I'm going to start at the top and grab maybe an inch down the braid and grab the sections of hair and just tug on them. And of course you want to be careful that you're not, you know, pulling out your hair. Just watch it. But you want to kind of just pop it out a little bit. And here's another way. I take my 2 thumbs and I put it behind the braid like this, and with my other fingers I stretch it out like that. And I'll just tug on it messed it up a little, so it's more, I don't know, everyday. And I really, really like this. I do it all the time on myself. It's been like my #1 hairdo for the past 2 weeks, so that really means I like it. And there, it just kind of roughs it up and mixes it up, and there you go. So that is the reverse fishtail side braid, and be sure to like this video and comment, and definitely subscribe. I'm just starting my channel, but I'm really trying to get some subscribers, and that's just kind of important when you have a channel. I have a few, so you guys that are subscribed to me, thank you so much. But all of you out there that are not subscribed, please subscribe, and I will see you next time. Alright, bye!